Hello, Soul Tribers. Welcome back. I hope you're doing well. Sending you the purest of love and light. God is for us. Who can be against us? We're blessed. We're safe. We're anchored, and we are protected. So let's get into the message. Let's get into the word right away. So these cards came out. It says here loss, reversal of fortune. So for a lot of you, and I have been honest with you, I don't know everything about the past life, but whether this is the past life or things happen in this lifetime, but it could have happened a year or few or 10 years or more ago. A lot of you, some of us, you have had loss. Here we have this person is basically robbed, like an ambush. So you've had loss in your life, 16/7, it's completion. It's like where everything that you thought, even the things that were given by God, you could have lost a lot of things. And then we have here abandonment, feelings of unworthiness, rejection. So, again, whether this is in a past life, if you believe in that, or this is something that you have been dealing with, abandonment, you've dealt with that, feelings of unworthiness, rejection from probably the people around you who are supposed to love you, encourage you, pour into you. To me, it's stability, it's like home, it's family. You just never fit in. Again, it's the black sheep, the outcast. You just never felt as if you were welcome. You're not a part of the tribe. So for a lot of you, you have dealt with, or a lot of loss in your life. Archangel Gabriel, communication of all kinds. So for some of you, number 5, it's about change as well. You could have dealt with situations where it's like your throat chakra, it's blocked. It's like you know what you want to say, but it can't come out. You can't express yourself. It's kind of like being bullied. Even though your voice, it should be heard. But whether it's not wanting to hurt the feelings of others or not, but a lot of you here, we have phobias in the back, and phobia talks about fear, anxiety, overcoming fears. So for a lot of you, a lot of us, it's, and right here, we have a snake at the end of the ladder here. We have a snake, we have a spider, we have what, I don't know, this looks like a vulture up here. It's something in your past. Here at the bottom, it's the sea, and it's a lot, it's very rough. So for some of you, some of us, there's some deep embedded fear. You could have been bitten by some of these things, being deceived by some of these things. And so for a lot of you, you have this fear. And so today we're going to look at them and, or tonight, whenever you see this message, and see how we can handle these things. Like I said, whether it was in a past life and it's still manifesting in our life, or it is something that happened a few years ago. So let's see what the book says about reversal of fortune. It says this card reveals a difficult past life experience that could still be haunting you today. It usually revolves around money, but it could also include a loss of love, family, or property. This reversal of fortune was not some little temporary upset. It was the near total dismantling of your happy life. You may have owned a prosperous company that went bust, or perhaps you lost a farm or something. You lost your family as well. So you could have lost a major source of income due to theft, something that really steal your hope, loss and hopelessness. could be in your life. You may not realize it, but severe loss in the past can actually make you fear accumulating wealth now because you subconsciously believe it will be taken away. This presents an interesting paradox. You're desperate for success, yet you long to protect yourself from any reversal or loss. It's time to let go of the fear. Know that you deserve prosperity and that you have the power to make it your reality in this life and always. It's kind of like, and if it triggers some people, I'm sorry about it, but it's kind of like if you were inappropriately touched as a child, or at some point in your life you lost that innocence. Sometimes we see people do things as an adult, and that's a way to protect themselves, because then if you look some kind of way, then maybe people won't bother with you. So it's like using that to mask the reality. So some people may be afraid to accumulate wealth because it's like when you create it, then it's like you attract monsters, you attract snakes, and all of these, energy vampires. So, in order to shift this, you need to meditate on clearing and releasing toxic fears based in the past. Even if you had repeated failures or disappointments in this life, this card is telling you that you can now break through this karmic pattern. You are eminently capable of resolving any and all money issues. Believe in yourself and affirm that abundant wealth is coming to you in wonderful and unexpected ways. So you need to affirm, I have a history, but I am not my history. It is safe and comfortable for me to attract and maintain great wealth. So it's a shift in mindset, knowing that you deserve all the blessings that God has in store for you. You have a history, but you are not your past. You're not that same person. And if you are anything like me, I love to learn from my past. I love to learn from my past. Like they said, sometimes you have to pay to learn. And sometimes you could have trusted the wrong person or people, and they set you up. They come in very, again, masking themselves as an angel of light. Even the devil calls himself the light. But they were there just to take from you. And like I said, this is no small loss, it says here in the book. Like I said before, with 7, that's God's perfect number of ending. So it's like for a lot of you, you have lost everything. Everything. Everything that you hold near and dear to you. Whether it's love, it's money, it's family, it's friends, you've lost it all. So it's building over, starting over. But again, the beauty about it is that you're not starting from the bottom. You're not starting from a place of inexperience. Now coming back, everything is built on the rock, on Christ, the solid rock, a firm foundation. Not on the sand, no naivety, no gullible. You've learned, you master that lesson. And so with the abandonment card, feeling of unworthiness or rejection, because even as adults, sometimes the people who we attract, it's as a result of our experience in the past as a child, because you're looking to others for what you didn't get from the people who are around you. So past lives of abandonment can carry deep emotional scars that often repeat in present patterns of rejection. You may have been abandoned by your parent, a spouse, or your family. You may have been ostracized, so you may have been cast out by an entire community. Whatever form the past life situation may have taken, the energetic influences play out in feelings of inadequacy and continuing expectations of being rejected. But no matter what has happened in the past, either in this life or in previous lives, you now have the power to release this karmic trend. The first step comes with learning how to truly accept yourself. You are a valuable eternal being who deserves your own high regard. And this card falls, so it's just saying if it falls near different cards, but basically, nothing could be further from your eternal and divine truth, which pre-existed all physical lifetimes. You are a child of God, and by virtue of your divine legacy, I love this, you are unlimited in value, power, and deserving. It's time to embrace that truth now. The more you connect with your radiant true self, the more others will too. The more you love yourself, then you will attract those people. You know, sometimes it is true, we are who we attract. Sometimes we have no control because of our light, who we attract. But at the same time, when you know what love is, you can filter out what is not lovely out of your life. So, in order to shift this, let's see. Aggressively release the kind of thinking that causes you to reject yourself and replace it with self encouragement and acceptance. Write down the real value, power, and deserving that comes from the spiritual truth of your eternal soul, not from others' mistreatment or misinformation. Whenever you pass a mirror, stop for a moment and affirm that you can see, feel, and sense the radiant light of your own eternal spirit. Wow. Affirm to yourself, I am worthy of being loved and accepted. I choose to love and accept myself, and I attract others who return those energies to me. That's the only way we're going to release these fears. You know the ways we're going to to not fall into the traps of the snakes and the spiders and the vultures, not allowing chaos in our life, is to shift that and affirm who we are. In God's eyes, we are fearfully and wonderfully made. And I love it. He did not give us a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. Power. We have the power. We have love, unconditional love, come from God. So our acceptance, it doesn't matter what people around us say, they don't have the final say. It doesn't matter what the misinformation, like the book says, the lies that people tell to ruin us, to have us left out. God loves us, and the truth, and what I love about that is that nobody can change God's mind about us. It doesn't matter what they say, he cannot be bribed, they can't pay him off, they can't distract him. The things that they use with people here on earth to pull them away from us, it can't work with God. Because God sees the heart. God sees the heart and he knows the heart. And that's that. I love that. I love it. I love it. So yes, so let's make those shifts so that we can walk in our power, in our truth, not caring, not fearing what people say about us. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. It's our life, and we are the ones who will have to give an account to God. So with the communication, it says the angel Gabriel is all about communication, and he reveals past lives where there was a central issue for you. Take a look at the cards, and again, it says maybe in the past. In addition to these messages, Gabriel is likely bringing you a deeply personal one as well. So many people have been shut down in their communication in previous lives. And if you have experienced that in this life, it is likely being imposed upon you by the same people who shut you down before. So what this is saying is like they followed you back into this lifetime to bully you again. So if you have problem, with speaking and all of this stuff, this was used to control you and to keep you from expressing your beliefs. This card is telling you to look at your present communication patterns and to challenge any old fear of confrontation or patterns of remaining quiet when you feel the need to express yourself. Know that your feelings and opinions are valid and you deserve to speak them freely. How we're going to shift this? So, here, in addition to helping you communicate with others, Gabriel also wants to help enhance the quality of your own self talk. If you tend to judge yourself or worry too much, your negative mental energy could be standing in your own way, preventing you from having the happiness you deserve. So, call on Gabriel, call on Divine to carry away your negative self talk and bring you greater peace of mind by filling you with a positive and powerful view of yourself and the world. And how to affirm this? Again, how you're going to speak to yourself. Say, I choose to speak my truth to myself and others. I deserve to affirm myself. You deserve a footing. You deserve a seat at the table. And for a lot of you, a lot of us, you have people who think that they know what is best for you. They know what is best for us. They want to make the decisions. And like I said, sometimes not wanting to hurt other people's feelings, we end up hurting ourselves the most because we're trying to please people. And at the end of the day, we are the ones who are sad. And again, it's all about power, it's all about control. So again, it's like practicing the mirror, being bold, being courageous. Pretend as if you're talking to that person who you need to get some information off your chest in a respectful way. Practice it because the practice becomes perfect. Because the more you begin to express yourself, you become confident in yourself. Of course, the people who are used to getting away with abusing you, they are not going to like it. But guess what? That is empowering for you. It's like, yes, you get your groove back. Yes, you're no longer a pushover. You're not a doormat for anybody. So again, whatever it is that you have lost in the past, whomever, all is not lost. For the fact that we are still here, all is not lost. And I just wanted to get like a few more messages, cards here to see what else could have happened to you in the past. And here we have, it says blackmail, digging up dirt on you to use later. So you could have had people or a person who blackmail you in the past, and took away what you have. It says tap into your intuition. You already know who this person is. Yeah. And then haters are mad because they see you winning. So you could have had people in the past who were jealous of your winning streak and they could have set you up to lose what you have. Again, it could be families, whomever, whatever in the areas. For a lot of you, a lot of us, you've lost the money, the job, the business, the fake families, the fake friends. So the loss is not just about money. It can be with relationships, the people around you as well. But you had people who could have blackmailed you, set you up. You could have trusted people, confided in them. And then, if you, in order for you, if you don't want us to talk or this, you have to pay us. Whatever it is, haters are mad because they saw you winning. So then they thought it was okay to steal from you, to have you, experience loss in your life, abandonment, hating on your creativeness and ideas. So again, for a lot of you, a lot of us, people could have left us out because again of their own insecurity, their own jealousy. It's so funny because with here, this clown has a like a toy, and here you have a toy too, but you're not even playing with yours. It's almost as if you felt or you're feeling as if you're rejected by everything and everyone around you. The truth is that you are not the problem. But of course, they're not going to tell us that. They're going to say, you are the problem. And they're going to come up with things. But the truth is that they are jealous of you because of how creative you are, of your intelligence, of your brilliance. And so this is why they didn't want you to be seen or, have anybody even to collaborate or work with you. This could even be your own family. Again, I love to talk about David. He was a castaway. He know how to play violin. He was very equipped and talented, but he's the one who was thrown out there. Your closest friends hold grudges against you, I'm telling you. So this is why they did what they did to you. It's not your fault. It's because of the light. It's the way you show up in the world. This is why people were jealous. It says they'll claim I did it first, knowing darn well that they got inspired by you. So, it's like, yeah, people want you to be hidden, to feel rejected, low self esteem, low self worth, so that they can steal your ideas and your light and run ahead of you to make it seem as if that's them. Wow. It says here remote viewing, looking into your life with their minds. It's like for a lot of these people, some of you could have also dealt with psychic attacks and things like those as well, because people were so desperate to know what your mind was a threat, or it is a threat to a lot of your enemies. The way you think, your creativity, they can't, it keeps them up. And this is why they tried to put you down, so you would know your worth. You wouldn't believe in yourself. You would question yourself, doubt in yourself. You would doubt yourself as well. Am I really called for this? Am I really called to do this? All because they want to steal from you. Well, posting things directed towards you instead of coming to you directly. So again, using communication, using posts to come against you, posting underhanded things about you instead of coming to you directly. And so this is why it is so important to speak up and let people know, I see what you're doing. And of course, they're going to deny it because they hate to be exposed or caught. But this is what you're called to do here. Causing unexplained body pain and numbness. Because of course, it's like if they can affect your health, then if communication is a part of what you do for a living, to your body or wherever to affect you, then they know that they're impeding with your work. It's hard to get it done. Like I said, people could be interfering even with your dreams as well, or they could have done that before. Okay, you cut them off, they're still watching. They're still watching. And so it's like sometimes if you have the fear to speak up, you're afraid that, oh, people, it's like, because it's a trust your intuition. You know that they're watching, but, it's like they want you to doubt yourself. So you wouldn't speak because you're afraid, oh, they're listening. I don't want them to hear me or see what I'm doing. No. It's like, no, you are here to change things up. Again, whether this is the second part of your life, the third part, I don't know where you are in the leg of your journey. Whether you believe in the past life or this life, for a lot of you, a lot of us, we have experienced this in our lifetime. Some of you are experiencing this right now. And again, it's about taking your power back. Not allowing our enemies to keep us in a track or trap or define us or try to hold us back ever. It's like we must get over these fears. Because if we don't, these things are sitting in our path. They're blocking our way, to heaven. They're trying to scare us from walking into our purpose and our destiny. And it's time that we see the beauty inside of us. Love ourselves right where we are, appreciate who we are, accept ourselves, flaws and all, and start, working on ourselves and in ourselves where we are right now, taking our power back, taking control over our, you know, from over our life. Whatever it is you have, whether any addictions, it's like, no, it's like not allowing these things to control us anymore, not allowing anything to have dominion over us. You need to know that you are a warrior. You are a warrior. We are a warrior. You're brave. Take on whatever the challenge or challenges that you're facing. Archangel Michael, I love when he shows up. Strength, courage, and letting go. You are highly protected. And for a lot of you, wow, see, it's like wealth. When we do the work and knowing that we deserve this, and whatever it is that we get in our life, realizing that we are the gatekeepers of our life. Anybody can show up at our doors, but it doesn't mean you have to let them in. It doesn't mean we have to give access to anything, anyone of the past who have, anybody who come or will come with the same behaviors, the snakes as you've dealt with in the past, with the deception, the betrayal. Because again, it's a part of your lesson, it's learning your lesson. So basically, for a lot of you, a lot of us, like with this loss here, what we need to learn moving forward. So when it comes to true love, check people's energy. Number 4, energy does not lie. It's like basically, it's like looking at it, true love yourself. Again, looking in the mirror, also making sure that what you're seeing is what it really is. It's not an illusion. It's not an illusion. Because for a lot of you, you have dealt with a lot of people who were hidden behind the mask. Check people's intention, their true intentions, what they're about. Because you could have dealt with a lot of people who have worn masks, and it's time to see behind the veil. Whatever the lack consciousness is, again, 5 is change. We have to change that. I don't know if you can see this card, but it's like this rock is made a heart shape. But look inside. It's money. It looks like it's raining like a waterfall. Here at his foot is a stack of books. You have the knowledge, you have the wisdom. It's like you are standing on wealth. You're leaning up against something in your life that can give you wealth. But you have to get out of that lack mindset. It doesn't mean that because of what happened to you in your past, that if you gain it, that is going to happen again. And that's what they talk about, having that. We have to shift that mindset, that poverty mindset, or looking at other people's life even and said, oh, I know this person, they won the lotto and this and that happened to them and they lost it all. Again, it doesn't have to happen again. It doesn't have to happen to you. It doesn't have to happen to us. But again, it's shifting from that lack consciousness, that lack mindset, and knowing truly that you are deserving. You are deserving. Again, this reminds me of like the 9 of Cups. It's like our 9 of Pentacles, to get it back. If you lost your business, you lost your job, you lost your peace, your joy, your stability, your home, you deserve to get it back. The butterflies, transformation, and get out of any victim mindset that you may have so that you can enjoy this happy success. I love it. You are a power presenter. When you show up, you are powerful. And this is who we need to embody and get rid of those dark thoughts. Give thanks, like I said, great attitude. Trust your intuition as well. and release the fear. Give thanks. Yes, we may have lost a lot. We may have lost the people around us, but we still have breath. That means all is not lost. Those people weren't meant to go with us. It's just what it is because they're not loyal. So it's better, whatever you thought that you lost in the beginning, it's nothing in comparison to what God has in store for you. It's like whatever it is they took, like it was a test to see how honest people were going to be in your life, in any area of your life. But a lot of them, they couldn't help themselves. They sold out. And it's like in the end, good for you, good for us. So when it comes to abandonment issue or issues, what is it that we need to learn, divine? What is it that we need to learn? What is it that we need to know? This is why we have so many people still, like I said, very old, but still struggling from that void, the insecurities, the lack, because those needs were never met or fulfilled in their childhood. So they're still empty and they're bullies. And sometimes they manifest in our life as our siblings, mother, father. But they have issues in their life that they never got over. They never heal. And so even if it means bullying their own child, bullying their own siblings, it seemed natural because they're in pain themselves. Hurt people hurt people. Yeah, it's spirit. It's like you need to know that you are this sacred person. Like I said, you are the gift. Number 5 is change. It's like shift your mindset. I mean, you're like this city that's built on a hill. Mystical, magical. When people look at you, you're amazing. But the truth is that people will tear us down. So we don't know our worth. We value ourselves less. It's like test the spirit. It's like by the fruits you shall know them. And again, this is something that you learn. Anybody who come into your life and they want to pick you apart, like the vulture, that's a part of getting over your fear, right? So when you heal and you get people in your life who wants to bite you and sting you and all of these to make themselves look good, and you need to dim yourself to make other people feel good, you're going to say, because you know who you are. You are this sacred, it's like your energy. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It's like, wow. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. People. Check the people around you, the people you are celebrating and collaborating with, friends and colleagues. Make sure that these are people, again, that you have real things, that is like you have morals and values, your integrity, their character, it's aligned. Everybody you're collaborating with, moving forward with. Man looks at the outward part, God sees the heart. For a lot of you, again, see with the books, the wisdom, the knowledge. This is who you are. You're a wealth, a plethora of knowledge. And so this is why you have to protect what you have and the people who are around you as well. Making sure that they're not exploiting you. They're not there to take away. Because it's just like as she's reading, see all those stardust coming off of the books. And it's like this man there, he's just mesmerized. I mean, however you look, you may come off or you may look at yourself as somebody very simple. You don't have much in comparison to others. But I'm telling you, the light, the magic that you bring, this is why people want to have you hidden. They want you to not know your worth. They want you to feel worthless. It's almost as if people want to use you, have you hidden away. where they can only have access to you by themselves. It's a lot of control. And it's not having that. Knowing you are a teacher. This is who you are. You're a teacher. You're meant to teach others. And then you have people who hate on you, they copy you, and so this is why they try to affect their grudge holders, because they don't have your gift. When it comes to your communication, have the courage. Again, your energy. Have the courage to speak, to stand in your truth. Look at him. He's like out there in the dark, in the wilderness, practicing, mastering the fears, whatever the monsters are of your past, of our past, the things that is hidden under our bed that, it's not just children say monster under my bed. A lot of adults still have monsters under their bed and in their closet that they're afraid to face. They're afraid to face that bully, that person in their family. They're afraid to face the boss. And this is why you have a lot of people who will project their anger on you. You will have the boss or supervisor who can't control their family, their children, their dogs. You will have somebody in your family who can't control anything in their life, but they want to control you. And so they try to beat you down because they think that you're weak. So it's about standing up, facing the dark, face the fear, and speak your truth. Be brave. You're called to be brave when it comes to your communication. Wherever it is, fragmented energy, putting the pieces of the puzzle back together in your life. And to me, this is like healing. See, it's like she put everything, there's a piece there, and again, it's going within. It's healing yourself. Why is it that I felt this way, or I'm feeling this way? Because see, when we do this is the biggest gift. We are the ones who are being healed. It's like, forget about, we're not doing it for others. We're doing it for ourselves. Because whether you have anybody else in your life or not, you need you. We need ourselves. So it's having the courage to pick up the broken pieces of our life and to carry on. Yeah, planning and taking action. Planning and taking action. This is like my Two of Wands card. Again, moving forward, being strategic, making plans to speak our truth. Whatever the stumbling block that's in our way, anybody who put anything in our way, we're not just going to stand over there and they say, you're all right. And you're like, yeah, I'm okay. No, I'm not okay. Please move your foot. Please get out of the way. And it's like, again, like the Bible says, we have not because we ask not. Whatever we bind on earth will be bound in heaven. And whatsoever we loose on earth will be loose in heaven as well. So it's having the courage to bind up any weapon that form against us. It's having the confidence to make plans and carry it out. It's like I said, for a lot of us, when you have people who control your life, you're disempowered. You lose power. You don't have any control. As soon as you open your mouth, they jump down your throat. It's like, it's like, not today, Satan, not ever, devil. It's like, yes. And a lot of you, it's a letting go. Letting go, moving on. You're letting go of what no longer serves you. You're not going to allow anyone or anything to hold you back. For a lot of you, you see, like strings attached there, it's like, and I'm looking at this dog here. It's like, it's not that even the rope is around the dog's neck. The dog is holding on. So you have a lot of negative energies who wants to hold you back. Some of you, it's like it's one door to close, one more door, with this energy card. Cut that cord. It's like people love when they can feed off of you, when they can leech off of your energy. They feel as if they're entitled to who you are. Again, stand in your power. Present power. Stand in your power. Don't allow people to control you. It's your life. And again, remember with energy. And it's so funny. All of these cards here by the communication has to do with energy. With the loss, look at people's energy, their intention, break out of your own lack and poverty mindset as well. With the abandonment, is spirit, by the fruit you shall know them. Changing the way that you see people. We have two people card here. So a lot of your abandonment have had to do with people, not looking at them from the heart, looking at them from the outside. And it doesn't matter who they are, friends, romantic, platonic, or professional relationships. It's about the spirit, it's about the heart of the person, and not judging people by what they look like, their socioeconomic background, or they're rich, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't mean that they're healed. It means nothing. If people lack integrity, they are dishonest and they're liars and losers. That's who they are. It goes beyond the clothing. It goes beyond the mansion or whatever they live in or whatever they drive. It's not being fooled by those things. No, not anymore. Making sure that your heart, everything is aligned with you, even if it means one or a few people, but at least you have things in common. And again, it's like when I see the spirit is having, same belief, similar faith as well. Because where two or more come together, touching anything, you come into the midst, you pray about anything, God is there to hear and to bless. Two cannot walk unless they agree. So it makes life easier, really, when you have common values and goals in mind. And with communication, it's energy, all energies here. Check people's energy, check their vibe. Energy does not lie. When people want to shut you up, they want to bully you. People don't really love you, but they just love your energy. They love what you bring to the table. They are users and they're manipulators. We cannot have that. We refuse that. We reject that in the mighty name of Jesus. I'm telling you. So for a lot of you with the last card, what are you called to do again as well? You're called to mother yourself. For a lot of you, a lot of us, you did not have any mother figure, anybody who nurture you. And so you will need to nurture yourself. Be patient with yourself. It talks about unconditional love, joy in giving birth to life, to your life, going through death and resurrection, having this renewed mindset, this change, this whole way of thinking. When Jesus told them, you must be born again. It's not going back into the womb, but dying to self. That past, like it says, that lack mindset. Those energies, no, it's born again anew. Knowing that, it's like it is Christ who has given you the power to gain wealth. And so it is when you have this rebirth, knowing who you are, knowing whose you are, we will realize that nothing is off limits for us. Because Jesus said, I came that you will have life and have it more abundantly. It's the Bible that says, God that says, I know the plans I have for you. I have plans to bless you, to prosper you, to give you hope and a future. So that means abundance is your birthright. So we can shed this lack mindset, this poverty consciousness, and all of this nonsense. God is the creator. He's creative. So that means it's the very same thing that people are jealous of us for, because of our creativity. He's our creator. That means we're his beings. We are creative as well. So you're called to mother yourself, nurture yourself, love on yourself, nurture yourself. All the love you didn't get from others, and it talks about unconditional love. That's the love that I'm telling you that comes from God. It doesn't come from man. Knowing that whatever you've gone through and you've lost and been rejected, that nothing can change our love or the love that God has for us. And so even a part of our lesson is having people in our life who will love us not because of what we have, but they love us unconditionally. You are a pioneer, passion for doing and creating what has not yet been done before. You're a trendsetter. It's like it's time to start creating again. Wow, Father, talent for creating and supporting life. So for a lot of you, it's not only building yourself back up, you're nurturing yourself, from any mother, father wounds that you have. Abusive fathers, not loving fathers. And sometimes as a result of that, we end up attracting partners in our life. When we have mother or father issues, guys, you may attract females who have those same toxic energies like your mom. Ladies, we may have attracted men who have toxic energies like our fathers. Very abusive words, controlling, very manipulative, could be very disrespectful as well. You need to know that you're a child of divine. You're a child of God, innocent, pure. Redemption suggests a special connection with God. You have a special connection with God. So this is why you can still lose everything and still get it back and some. It's having this Job thing. It's losing it all and getting double for your trouble. Double for your trouble, triple for your trials. You can get it back. You are a divine masculine, a divine feminine. You're queen. You're royalty. All is not lost. We just need to step into our power, get back to the drawing board, and start over. Like I said, building back, bigger, better. Balancing out. When I see mother, father, it's like the masculine and the feminine energy. Knowing when to receive. A lot of you, and with the masculine, when you work hard, you have no problem working hard for yourself. But again, it's not just having people who are takers in your life, but you learn how to receive, how to have people give to you. Goddess. The feminine expressed through wisdom, nature, life force, and sensuality. I'm telling you, this is why people abandon you. When you're beautiful, when you're handsome, hey, people are going to reject you because they don't want you to get all the attention. It's like people always looking at you, complimenting you. You are creative. We have the creative card there. It's like they hate you because you have this God or goddess energy. I'm telling you, for a lot of you, you're the Messiah. See, the teacher with all those books there, serving humanity with humility. And like I said it before, it doesn't matter how you look on the outside. You could look very humble. And it's like, why are people hating on me? It's not you. It's not you. It's your light. It's when you show up in the world and when you show up in the room, you change the atmosphere. You don't have to do much. And it doesn't matter how much mascara or, what people wear or smell spray on their body. It doesn't matter. You could have just a little, the basic. And yet still, it's your energy. It's your vibration. It's your gift. It's your anointing and it's your calling. A lot of you, know this. You know a lot of things with the detective. And soul tribers, we are detectives. Great powers of observation and intuition, desire to seek out the truth. Again, with the book. So a lot of you, you're very wise. You're very wise. For a lot of you, it's also coming face to face with any addictions that, you may have. Recognize, it helps you to confront or recognize and confront any addictive patterns. The people who you have are allowed to come into your life to end up using you and then they abandoning you. It's breaking the chain off of that, knowing that you love yourself. You love yourself too much to continue to be used and to be played and manipulated by people anymore. You're breaking any addictions that you possess in your life while you keep attracting certain kind of energies as well. And that comes from healing. That comes from healing ourselves. That's what that is all about. Oh, this video is long. I mean, if you're watching up to this point, please go back, hit the like button so that somebody else can hear this message. Somebody can be blessed as well. I appreciate it. Thank you. So you're born to be a mentor, passing on wisdom and refining a student's character. I'm telling you, you're a teacher. So it's like you need to be able to communicate. And for a lot of you, a lot of us, it's the message. This is why the fight, the enemy has been on our back so hard, because whatever it is, you're meant to teach, leave past something on, from all the things that you have gone through in life, teaching, telling people how to take their power back, love themselves, believe in themselves, not to be a victim, break out of the mentality, not to be caught up by their fears, and how to look out for Decepticons and the traps of the devil and all of these things. It's like, how can they learn without a teacher? And this is why people want to, and they've worked very hard to silence you, to silence us, to again try to block us so that not many people will hear and know the truth. The truth sets us free. So it's like the more people we can have in the dark, the more people we can have confused in that state of being, then it's like the better it is for a lot of these evil people, because then that means it's more victims for them. But if every time somebody wakes up, it's a threat to the enemy's kingdom, I'm telling you, you are a good Samaritan. Refines your capacity to help those you would prefer to ignore. So if there are a lot of people that you would prefer to ignore because of the gift, the calling you have on your life, you are this good Samaritan. You give, you help people, and you're not expecting appreciation and recognition for it. You just do it out of the kindness of your heart. Wow, you're a guide. Represents the nature of the divine in life and in yourself. So this is what I'm saying. You're meant to teach. I mean, think about a tour guide. As you're walking through that town, that city, whatever, they're telling you all about the histories and, the people who live there and all of these things. And it's like this person needs to be able to communicate. Again, with the all there, it's like it's the wisdom that you have. It's unmatched. And this is why they don't like you. They don't like us. The hermit. Seek solitude to focus intently on yourself or your inner life. Serves personal creativity. So for a lot of you, again, it's your wisdom. You don't have a problem being by yourself here. Spending time alone. Hearing from divine. This is how you get your download. This is how you get your information, and being a storyteller. This is why they don't want you to speak. Ability to experience and express life through stories and symbols. This is why they want to shut you down, because they're jealous. Some of you, it's your singing. They don't want you to, again, use your voice, because your messages, it's going to heal people. It's going to wake up people, femme fatale. It's like, I'm telling you, for a lot of you, you don't have to do much. People don't like the pull that you have, the people who you attract in your life. And like I said, it's not because of a deodorant, it's not because of, the brand or the clothing that you wear. It has to do with your heart, it has to do with your spirit. And this is why they don't like you, they don't like us. So a lot of you, you are this, the Kaliech, elder, teacher, wise one experience. So you have a lot of experience under your belt. Life is the biggest teacher. Life lessons is like that is, when you go through things and you face them, nobody, I mean, can tell you anything. You've been there, done that. And so for a lot of you, this is why you probably have lost things in your life, so that you could be, and again, elder, it doesn't mean that you're old, but it's like you're this sage. It's just this wealth, this plethora of wisdom that you come with. You are experienced as this teacher. You're not somebody who just heard about somebody who went through something. You've been there. You're a wise one. Again, experience. You have the experience. Wow. And it's like you just need to be open for new beginnings, stepping forward into your time of expansion. For a lot of you, it's like these cards keep coming out too. The entrance stone, it's like with the abandonment, coming to the entrance, walking out of the dark, coming through. I told you, it's your light that bothers them. Look, the star, it's like hidden, out of sight, out of mind. This is what people wanted, but is having the boldness to come forward, come to the entrance, come to the doorway. New beginnings, step forward, expansions for your breakthrough. It's like come out wherever you are. Come out wherever you are. Boundary stones, negotiations, contracts, and communications. Again, you have to use your voice to set boundaries, to negotiate, to let people know, no, I don't agree with that price. Because then sometimes if people see that they can use us, they'll charge yours 3 times more than what they charge somebody else, because they know that you're not going to say anything. Speak up. When it comes to contracts, speak up. And again, on this card, it has communication. Right here, having communication. Wow, I love it. I love it for you, Soul Tribers. I love it for us. This is long. It's, wow, one message, but I think it's so empowering. Yeah, ancestral message. So for a lot of you, again, ask for help. It says ancestral messages, connection, belonging, ask for help. So it's like your ancestors are there. It's like she's right there at the stone. It's kind of like, I need help. Pull me up. I need help to get over this hurdle. Ask for help. Ask God for help. The truth is, our spiritual team, they're right there, cheering us on. The edge. Wow, come to the edge. Take a chance. Do something different. Again, come out of that feeling of unworthiness, of rejection, that abandonment energy. Come to the edge. It's like something better. Look at the rainbow. Hope. Hope. Don't stay in the shadows. It's time to, take back that pride into ourselves, take the power back, the reign over our life. It's no longer winter. It's time to embody who you are. Be creative in the way you dress, you adorn yourself, the way you carry yourself. And it's like not caring about what people think anymore, because you've gone through You didn't even do anything, and people did so much. So now it's like, okay, I'm just gonna do me, and I don't care because I've learned so much from the past that I learned to recognize people and their energies and negative people whose spirit and their intentions are not right. So now, when you step out there in the way that you see yourself, empowered, a divine being, you don't care. You don't care. Because, like I said, people hated on you when you didn't even know who you are. So now that you know who you are, it's like, oh, yeah, it's on, okay? So, yeah, wisdom keeper, a new perspective, study and learning. We saw a lot of books. So, for a lot of you, there are things to know, there are things to learn, whether it's going back to school, learning a new skill, trade, something that is also going to help with whatever it is that you're called to do. And again, having a new perspective. Like I said, when we're going through it, it doesn't feel good, but when you get over it, you're going to realize it didn't happen to you, it happened for you. God will cause everything to work together for your good. Like Joseph told his brothers, you meant all of these to harm me, but God used it for my good. It's not how we start, but it's really how we finish. It's how we finish, my friends. Soul Tribers, let us finish strong. We still have a skin in the game. We still have breath, we have life. It's not too late to start over. It's not too late. Singing stones, transmit your vibration, pass on your vibration, use your voice, speak up. Speak to yourself in a loving way. And I love this. The road is clear. You know what to do. Walk it your way. You know what to do. So you can't say you never hear what to do. You can't say you don't know. The road is clear. Walk, just walk. Walk in your way. Just walk into your season. Walk into your blessings. I love it for you. I love it for us. Until next time, take care and be blessed.